Hello everyone, welcome back to Rapid Scan 3D tutorial. Today we're going to talk about Mesh2Surface. We're going to look into a 3D sketch and how to utilize it. So we have this cover for ATV, and what we're going to do is we're going to model this portion. Let's take a look at it. Let's hide this. And this is the bumper, side bumper. We're going to take 3D sketches from Mesh2Surface, and then we're going to use Solidworks, the boundary fit. And then we're going to utilize both of them and then create our surface. So first thing what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you guys, I had finished this earlier. I have some fillet issues, probably because of the heat, the warpages, and all that stuff that cause different type of issues on the surface. And so you can look at it. I kept the tolerance 10 thou, and then now what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete everything and then show you guys how the whole process works. Okay, let's delete all of them. Let's delete all that sketches. All right, now we have the mesh data only. The first thing what we're going to do is there's an option here, 3D sketch or mesh option. We're going to gently align our part to our screen so we can see it clearly. And if I just drag this all straight, you can see it's black. And now we're going to activate deviation. So each point, the line connected to another, you can see the whole green lines start appearing. That helps me to understand if I am further away from the curve or close enough. So I'm gonna go ahead and select these curvature surfaces. Then I'm gonna continue following. The reason I'm not going inside of those curves is because I'm gonna extend the surfaces after. And let's just move this here. And we're going to continue. If you notice, if I drag it too far, it turns reddish color. Some red is okay, but you want to make sure that you're not. Let's just move this here. We're going to accept that. Now we're going to go back. I'm trying to stay as close as possible with my deviation that it's kept me in the red. In the green. So I'm trying to stay away from the red area. Now what we're going to do, we're going to continue building. You need 4 sketches to create clean boundary. So I'm going to extend these a little bit further out. Curve in. Every engineer has a different approach. I found that this is very useful for me, and I've been following these steps, and it works out pretty good. And I'm not changing anything. Now I'm going to limit it out the directions. So now we have 2 lines. If you notice, the mesh and then surface kind of bound together. Now we can see our deviation is pretty good. Next thing what we're going to do, we're going to continue extruding these edge one by one. I want them to intersect with the other the surface that I'm going to be creating. And then after that, I'm going to trim it. And that's going to give me sharp edges so I can put my fillet right at that corner. Once I analyze the surface, I'm going to continue extruding the rest. Once I'm done, I'm going to go ahead and start the other side. Let's just take this away. Looks really good. And we're getting closer. Now we're going to work on this side. And let's just go ahead and hide this. And Solidworks has a lot of surface tools that you can take advantage. One of them is a zebra stripes. It tells you the curvatures. And it looks pretty good. Normally you would do curve and curve sketches to project them, but since the meshed surface allows you to work on the actual meshed raw data, and this takes away that extra steps. Now turn that on. Now we can see again. We're going to start from that beginning of the fillet edge. I didn't want to go start right in the middle of the fillet because I want to create smooth transition between two planes, two edges. So we're going to continue building. As you notice, they're all green. I'm going to continue. We're going to stop right there. Once we're completed, we're going to go back. That looks good. We're going to do the same thing we did earlier. Bounding box, we're going to create the surfaces. Click on the boundaries, and now we have the surface created. We're taking the mesh data as the blueprint, and we're creating our 3D sketches on the surface of the mesh. We're going to extend these and then trim them. Once we complete trimming them, we're going to add fillet. To hide. You can also change your mesh color, and once you deactivate the comparison, then you can see better. Let's move this here. Now what we're going to do, we're going to extend the other edges, and then we're going to trim them. once we trim those edges, what we're going to do, we're going to clean up the external so we can get a nice, clean, sharp transition. We're going to look from a top view, and then we're going to use spline tool. Before we do that, let's just change the view settings, the wireframe, so we can see exactly where the connecting surfaces are. I'm going to go in a little bit more inside because that's what I want to clean up. I think I forgot a little piece right there. Let's just go ahead and fix that. And now it is nice and clean. Internally, we're going to do the same thing. I'm just going to cut it straight line. And go ahead and trim it. Select that. And that surface. And very nice clean edges. Let's just zoom in. And then let's turn let's just first of all, we're going to stitch these surfaces together, and then we're going to put a fillet right there. I usually go step by step. I kind of increase each segment. Let's just take a look at it, see how close we are. And the good thing is we have the deviation analysis tool and the Mesh2Surface. We can just zoom in, and I'm quite far. I'm gonna go back to my fillet and then re-edit, add a little more curvature, increase the radius, and then check again. It looks like it's getting closer. Yeah, a little bit more blue. We're going to try to get a little bit more green. Increase that to 3.5. And let's check it again. It looks like it's coming closer. All right. So Mesh2Surface offers incredible 3D sketch options on the mesh data, and this will help you create your model faster rather than creating sketch on sketch curves, and you can increase your productivity. So I hope this tutorial helps you to understand how to utilize these tools, and if you guys need any additional help, please feel free to contact us at rapidscan.com. And you can continue building your model based on these tools, and then you can continue building the rest of the project. Thank you very much for joining us, and please let us know if anything you need. Contact us at rapidscan3d.com. Thank you.